Race War, a trending fear, a possible scenario, and a warning we cannot ignore by Jihad Zenith. Introduction: Race war has become a trending topic in news cycles and social media feeds. The phrase is frightening, yet its rise signals deeper realities: a surge in hate crimes, extremist propaganda, racially charged politics, and widespread mistrust between communities. The Anti-Defamation League has tracked more than 750 white supremacist incidents since 2020, while the Southern Poverty Law Center reports a 49% increase in white nationalist propaganda. At the same time, 64% of Americans say racism is a major problem. Pew. These facts explain why the term circulates so widely. Americans feel the tension and fear what could happen if it boils over. This message does not predict such a war will occur. Instead, it uses available data to present a worst-case scenario analysis, not to spark fear, but to highlight what escalation could cost and why prevention is urgent. Current trends fueling the narrative. 1. White supremacy resurgence. 750-plus extremist incidents since 2020 ADL. Recruitment thrives online, targeting youth with propaganda. 2. Racially charged politics. Immigration debates framed in racial terms. Court rulings and campaigns rolling back civil rights protections. 3. Civil unrest and protest waves. 750-plus demonstrations after George Floyd's killing across all 50 states. Protests remain a common outlet for racial grievances. 4. Hate crimes and violence. FBI recorded 7,759 hate crimes in 2020, with anti-black incidents rising sharply. Attacks on synagogues, mosques, and Asian American communities highlight broad vulnerability. 5. Online misinformation. 1 in 5 Americans encounter hate speech regularly. Pew. After high-profile events like the Charlie Kirk assassination, hashtags like #RaceWar surge, amplifying fear and confusion. Scenario analysis: what a race war could look like. If current trends intensify, the danger is not armies clashing along racial lines, but a spiral of violence, propaganda, and institutional breakdown. Black Americans, 46 million, could find allies among Latinx, 43 to 50 million likely, Indigenous, 5 to 6 million, Asian and Pacific Islander groups, 10 to 12 million, as well as progressive whites, Jewish Americans, Arab and Middle Eastern Americans, and LGBTQ+ networks. Opposing forces would be drawn mainly from the larger white majority, 191 million, minus progressive allies. Though demographics favor the majority, history suggests minority-led alliances could leverage urban familiarity, community organizing, and resilience. The result would not be victory for one side, but widespread unrest, fractured institutions, and economic paralysis. Projected outcomes, if escalation were unchecked: 1. Short term, 0 to 6 months. Sharp rise in hate crimes and retaliatory violence. Viral misinformation accelerates polarization. Supply chain disruptions and targeted attacks on infrastructure. 2. Midterm, 6 to 18 months. Desertions and fractures in police or military ranks. Economic disruption from blockades, boycotts, and sabotage. Heightened authoritarian responses, restricting civil liberties. 3. Endgame, 18+ months. Breakdown of democratic institutions, local collapses in law enforcement and governance, international actors exploiting instability, a humanitarian crisis overshadowing any supposed victory. Why this must be avoided? The phrase race war is often an extremist fantasy, but the data shows a genuine risk of escalating hate crimes, violent plots, and democratic erosion. No community wins if America moves further down this road. All suffer from instability, fear, and loss. Projections like these matter not because they predict the future, but because they warn us what unchecked division could deliver. The way forward: 1. De-escalation through truth. Deliver verified, rapid information during crises to stop rumor cascades. 2. Community alliances. Strengthen cross-racial coalitions that counter extremist narratives. 3. Policy action. Enforce hate crime laws consistently and invest in prevention. 4. Education and dialogue. Normalize honest conversations about race, history, and justice. 5. Platform accountability. Hold social media companies responsible for reducing incitement and propaganda. Conclusion: race war trends because fear spreads quickly and violence feeds that fear. But the real lesson in the data is not how such a conflict would be fought, but how catastrophic it would be. The United States is at a crossroads. Feed the fire of division, or step back, build alliances, and ensure race war remains only a phrase we rejected, not a reality we endured.